guys, welcome to the next episode of Ask Rachel. Now, if you're in my live chat today, you know why my hair's all curly, but I went and got it done today, and the girl there really wanted to curl it. So I said, yeah, sure, why not? And she curled it. I'm not used to it, and don't worry, if you don't like it, it's only done from a curling iron, so it's going to be gone by probably tomorrow morning. And, so yeah, I'm just kind of rocking the curly hair today and seeing how I like it. But anyways, let's get to your questions. First off is Atreyu, very cute name. In no other industry do companies get a say in what you do with their products after you buy it, like game developers do with forcing gamers to buy online pass to access additional content. If they bought the game secondhand, so if you buy a car made by Ford and then sell it secondhand, Ford does not make a profit. If someone builds you a house and pay them and then later sell the house, they do not get a profit. Even with CDs and movies, if you buy it and sell it, the original creators do not get a profit. So can you imagine if companies like Dell said, oh, hey there, because you bought this PC secondhand, you have to pay $10 before you allow you to go online with it. So why do gamers think it's okay that game companies do that? Honestly, it's a really good point. I've always been kind of torn because I have a lot of friends that work in development and in making games, and I know that it really does hurt the company if you buy games secondhand. But I do agree with you. Once you buy something, the original creator shouldn't have a say in what you do with it and if you want to sell it again. And especially nowadays when so many games are coming out full price that aren't actually worth the full price, and then to punish us for not wanting to pay $60 for their $40 game. I totally agree. And I gotta say, I side with you on this one. Yoshi's chasing her tail. But I do have to side with you on this one, where normally I would have not agreed. She's chasing her tail. Why do dogs do that? So, anyways, back to the point. I'm a little rambly today. When am I not rambly? I do agree that game companies should not make you pay extra to get online with a game that you buy secondhand. Maybe if developers started making $60 games play like $60 games, we wouldn't have such an issue. But again, we're getting so many games out that when they come out, even with day one, they're not worth $60 because there's still 4 patches that need to happen in the next few months to be able to get all the bugs worked out, or games that have 5 hours of gameplay after paying $60 for it. It's just not worth it. And, I don't know, give us better games. Maybe we won't have to keep trading them in. Johan P. says, I recently chipped the bottom of my controller because I couldn't control my anger. We've all been there before. Any tips you can lend me that I won't do that again? I was actually thinking about quitting Xbox completely, but that's crazy talk. You're right, that is crazy talk. Don't quit playing on your Xbox because you can't control your anger. We've all gotten pissed off at games before and thrown things and screamed and punched things. I'm a pillow puncher myself. I will beat the hell out of a pillow when I get pissed off, or I will just scream, I hate this game, if something gets really difficult. So, we've all been there, and I'm sorry about your controller. It should still work, right? If it's just the chip off the handle, it should still work. But later, maybe next time you know you're going to play a game that might give you some trouble, bring a pillow with you, put it in your lap, and then when you get mad, just punch the hell out of it. Next, we have Eddie, who says, I'm thinking of buying Dead Island, but I don't regularly play video games for longer than an hour a day. Would you recommend me buying it or looking for an easier game to get into? Honestly, Dead Island is a game you're going to have to commit some time to a little bit more than just an hour a day, or even just more than 2 hours a day. I'd say Dead Island's more of a 3+ hour a day type of game. So I'd recommend something a little bit more, I wouldn't say easier, because just because you can only commit a certain amount of time doesn't mean it has to be easy. I would just look into something a little bit more temporary, pick up and play, than Dead Island. If you're not opposed to picking a game that's not zombie related, if you want zombie related, I'd say go for Left 4 Dead 1 or 2. If you're kind of open to anything, I'd say Portal. Portal 2 is an excellent pick up and play game. That you can play just as long as you want or as short as you want, and then you can put it down and pick it up later. So, I'd hold off on buying Dead Island. And lastly, we have Eric, who has 2 questions. First one, are you going to get Skyrim? Sorry, this question's a little bit older, because, of course, I'm backlogged on questions. I did get Skyrim. I'm not a fan of the Elder Scrolls series at all. Really hated Oblivion. But I'm actually really enjoying Skyrim. I talked about this in my live chat today. I'm not a fan. Okay, no, wait. Let me restart. So, I love Skyrim, but I don't see how Skyrim is Game of the Year. It's a great game, yes, but it's just not top, like, quality as far as graphics, voice acting, character personalities, story. Everything feels like I've played the game before many different times. It is a very generic, you know, fantasy RPG. But that being said, it is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I think I put in over 40 hours on it. I would have to say definitely more than 40 hours, because, yeah. And I recommend it to any RPG fan. I'm just not that diehard or blind to the fact that it's got major problems and it isn't the best or unique game ever, so I don't think it's Game of the Year quality. And Eric's last question is, have you ever thought of doing commentary on certain games? That'd be great if you do, and it can help grow your channel, just saying. I have thought about it, I just have no idea, like, what kind of setup I would need. And I don't even know if I'm entertaining enough to just kind of chit-chat as I play a game. I don't know. I might be just really boring. I don't know. I find it kind of interesting. First of all, I find it really interesting that, like, you guys give a shit about what I'm saying, because, again, it's just me. I find myself rather boring. And the fact that people would actually want to watch me play a video game is it's really humbling, it's really cool, but it's a little confusing, because again, I think I'm incredibly boring, and I think just watching myself play a video game, I mean, I have to edit these videos. I'm going to have to edit this video, and when I'm editing my own videos, every video I think about not posting, because it's just so boring. I'm like, God, I'm having a hard time paying attention to myself, and I'm editing it. I can't imagine how boring it is to watch it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you for listening to me ramble, and thank you for listening to me not make sense. I totally love it. And I love you guys. You're awesome. And I hope you all have a great weekend.